Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. We're here today to talk about this great machine. This is the Triumph Scrambler 400X. I have owned it now for just a little bit more than a year, and I want to give you some feedback about my thoughts after having this great little bike for more than a year. I've done a number of videos about the Triumph Scrambler 400X. So maintenance videos, how to take care of the bike, oil changes, chain adjustments, those kind of things. I've done a number of videos about accessories, whether you're adding engine bars or a luggage rack or that kind of thing. But today, it's going to really be about how do I feel about this bike after 1 year. So let's get into it. Let's start off by talking a little bit about the looks and design of this bike, because I think it's one of the standout features. Every time I come out to the garage and I see the Triumph Scrambler sitting here, I never get tired of looking at it. It's just got a classic design. The tank, the badging, the fins of the motor harken back to the Bonnevilles, the upswept exhaust, the ribbed brown seat, all of those things really come together, and again, you just don't get tired of looking at this bike. And I can tell you that when I do take it out, whether it's for a Saturday morning breakfast ride or over to Road America, I have people always, it's without exception, who look at it and ask me what year it is. They have no idea that it's a 2024. They think it's older than that just because it has that character of Triumph style that lives. So I think feel really good about that after 1 year, is that I am not tired of looking at this bike, and it's great to have it here in the garage. The seating position and the fit of this Triumph Scrambler is just excellent for me. Just to give you some specs, I'm 5'10", I weigh about 185 pounds. I have an inseam of 32 inches. So this bike is stock. As you see, it's sitting here. It's on its side stand, but I can approach it. The seat hits me about right here. But as far as throwing a leg over and then sitting on the bike, get the kickstand up. Okay. Flat-footed. So that's good. And you can kind of see my arms are up, they're wide. It's a real commanding sit position. It feels really good. And the other thing is that the way the handlebars are designed on this, so if you're riding down the road, or you get to a gravel road, or you get to a grassy spot and you want to go off and you want to stand up, you can do that. I'm going to put my kickstand down here. But if you want to stand up, there you go. You still have bars that are in a good spot. So the overall fit of this motorcycle is really exceptional. And I think you're going to like it if you're of a similar size that I am. All right, here's an important aspect of bike ownership, and that is it deals a little bit with your emotion, but is it fun? And this is a reason why I still have this bike. Every time I get on it, it is fun to ride. So what you have is you've got an engine. This is a fairly new design by Triumph, the TR series. It's got almost 40 horsepower. I think it's 29 foot-pounds of torque. But that combined with the 6-speed transmission, it's peppy, it's fun, the chassis is good, and you get on it, and it just is a really fun bike to ride. The position that you're on, a commanding position, and I would say I'm reminded of that. The first 5 minutes I get on when I haven't ridden for a while, I go, wow, this is a fun bike. So I can highly recommend it. I don't think you're ever going to lose the fun factor if you own a Triumph Scrambler. All right, what about the maintenance here on the Triumph Scrambler 400? Well, I have done one oil change. I did it right at the specified interval from Triumph, and that's right at 600 miles. And I have a video out there on that, which I'll put a link to. I did do one adjustment to the chain so far, one oil change. The oil change intervals that Triumph has put on this bike and this engine are very long, so more than likely I'll probably do an oil change once a year, and I'll be ahead of the mileage interval recommendation, but I don't think it hurts at all to have fresh oil in an engine, even though we may not have reached the mileage. As far as adjusting levers, the clutch lever, I've adjusted that, easy to do, the brake lever, and really other than that, there's not too much more. I do have a video on changing the air filter, and I did that after the oil change, and I did that just because there was a little bit of dusty conditions that I was riding in, and I thought, you know, early on, let's just put a fresh filter on, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So maintenance-wise, this is a fairly easy bike to maintain, and it's fun to work on. All right, what about the cost of ownership on this motorcycle? And I can tell you it's pretty darn reasonable. And there's a couple of factors. One, it doesn't burn a lot of fuel. I get excellent fuel mileage. I'm up over 50 miles a gallon with this model. And I ride it reasonably. I'm not constantly twisting the throttle all the way on it, and you don't need to. And then in terms of fuel, 87 octane here in the United States, and so you got the least cost fuel that you have to put in it. So that's nice. What about insurance? Insurance for me is very reasonable. Now I have a package where I'm covering other bikes as well, so it's discounted a little bit, but I pay less than $150 a year for full coverage, including roadside assistance. So that's pretty darn good. I'm very happy with the cost of ownership. And then when you look at maintenance, well, you can do, if you do the oil change yourself, buy all the parts, all the oil, you can do that for less than $75. And so that's pretty reasonable. So I think overall the cost of ownership here is proven out to be really nice, and feel good about that. So after having the Triumph Scrambler here for more than a year, tell you a little bit about its capability and a little bit about how I most use it. So some of you know I live fairly close to Road America, and this is, for me, really the perfect bike to take over there when there are events going on, whether it's Moto America like last weekend or whether it's the upcoming mid-June IndyCar series. This bike works perfect. Basically hop on a country road, I go about a mile, and I'm at Road America. So it's perfect for 30, 40, 50 miles an hour getting there. And then once I get to Road America, there's a wide variety of paths. There's a paved perimeter that goes around the whole outside of the track, up through the middle. Those are all paved roads, but where you park, there's a lot of grassy, open areas. It's over 600 acres. And so I've taken this across wide open, kind of grassy areas and knolls, and it really runs through there well. It's terrific. I also take this out once in a while on Saturday morning breakfast rides, where we're going to ride 25 or 30 miles one direction. That's going to be mostly on paved roads. But I can tell you that this bike runs extremely well at 55 or 60 miles an hour. It's not stressed, it's very comfortable at that speed, and you could ride a long time with that. I'm probably not planning to do any long trips with this because I've got some other great options behind me, the Honda Goldwing Beyond that, the BMW RT. So if I want to go further, hundreds of miles, then I'm going to take that. But this is really a super bike for these shorter intermediate days and a varied landscape of paved roads, gravel roads, grassy areas. Something else, and I'm really glad I have it. As far as cleaning the bike goes and keeping it in tip-top shape, there's a couple of products that I use, but the one that I would recommend, and because we've got a matte finish tank, I use this product here. It's called Bug Slide, and it is a cleaner and a polish, but it's very safe for matte type finishes. You don't want to use traditional waxes on this kind of paint. The rest of the bike, whether it's the forks, the muffler, some of the chrome areas, you know, you can use your standard cleaners, but I also use Bug Slide there too. And so I do like the paint. There's not many bikes that I've owned with the matte finish, but this really just keeps a nice look, and you just want to get the dust off of it. And again, this is a great product to use for that. So in conclusion, what do I think about the Triumph Scrambler? Well, I rank it as the best small displacement bike that I've owned, and I've owned quite a few of them. And I would definitely buy one again, knowing what I know now. I think it's something that, for me, fits the bill perfectly in terms of slotting this size bike into a few of them that I own and where I can use it and what I can do with it. So it's an absolutely really nice motorcycle. The previous motorcycle that I would say ranked up there as one of the best was my 390 Adventure from KTM, but this beats it for me. And I think if you have a chance to get out and ride one, you'll see what I'm talking about in terms of how does it fit, how does it feel, how does it sound, all those things. It's a great little bike. So thanks for watching today. If you own a Triumph Scrambler 400, let me know in the comments what you think about it after your ownership experience, and if there's anything that you'd like to add to the conversation. Thanks again for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And as always, and until next time, take care.